the success of the Funny Company's young entrepreneurs.
We have a company that you can join for free, and kids in every neighborhood belong. It's the Funny Company, 'cause it's just for fun, you see. So come a-running when you hear our song. Come to order, says the president. And when the Funny Company meets, here's just what we present. Things to see,
And things to do.
stories, toys, all sorts of things of interest, and fun for girls and boys.
And you invented this Weisenheimer machine yourself, Jasper?
Dr. Todd helped.
And I helped, too.
You're being silly.
I know. I'm on alternating current today.
Oh, well, the Weisenheimer certainly has that Belly Laguna's number.
He lives at the Ritzy Manor. The number there is 342-7891. Area
Lord
code...
knows didn't mean that anyway.
How does this machine work?
Oh, well, Jasper feeds it brain food.
Really? Fish?
Nope, noodle soup.
Terry. Well, as you know, Your Excellency, there are two kinds of computers, or electronic brains. But the one that explains some of the basic principles best is the digital computer, and variations of it are used in research, in national defense, and industry. Computers are as close to you as the telephone. Electronic computers are sometimes called data processing machines, and they can do a lot of processing of information or many arithmetic problems in a short time. Large computers can do over 8,000 additions or subtractions in a second. The Weisenheimer has this kind of mathematical component as part of it.
Oh, yeah? Well, make the Weisenheimer say goodnight in algebra.
Terry! It's made up of electrical circuits that set in motion various machines that perform mechanical operations.
Remember how the Weisenheimer remembered Mrs. Ritzy's Ritzy Manor phone number?
That's right, Dr. Todd. Digital computers have hundreds of circuits in them that are like light switches. They go into on or off positions. Now, combine these circuits with the memory storage unit, like tape, and you have quite a speedy question answerer. It's like the parlor trick. Ask someone to think of a word,
Oh, I got one.
and by questions that can be answered by yes or no, or on or off, like a computer, you can find the word and the definition that goes with it. Is it before the word October in the dictionary?
Yes,
Is it before the word flatfish in the dictionary?
yes,
Is it before commercial?
no.
So it's between flatfish and commercial, and you keep on asking until... Is it between compound and concave?
Yes,
Oh, I guess it's the word compute.
right.
By asking no more than 20 or so questions, you can arrive at the one word out of thousands in a dictionary. And when you dial a number on a phone, by the same kind of a series of yeses or nos, ons or offs, you get through to one phone you want in a few million. And electronic brains even count the minutes you talk and automatically punch out your telephone bill.
I say. Oh, it's wonderful the things these youngsters know. And boys and girls like Jasper, using their education and imagination and working hard, will invent all the exciting things of the future.
And maybe the computers can think and invent things, too.
Well, in the sense that new ideas are sometimes new combinations of old ones, maybe computers could make up new things, but...
I can invent things. I invented a thing that looks like a pistol. You hold it like a pistol, and it shoots like a pistol.
Really? What is it?
It's a pistol!
No, not... I say, we certainly ought to be able to make something out of Jasper's inventions.
I wish we could. We need the money so we can invent new things.
Yeah, and I want to work on my inventions, too, you know.
What are those, Terry?
Well, I'm going to make some shoes out of banana peels. And
Shoes
then,
out of banana peels?
yeah, a pair of slippers.
No.
And then I'm going to make hollow bars of soap so people won't have little pieces left over.
Oh,
and then
Terry!
Did you know that Jasper can do just about anything mechanical like knows? Yes, he's fixing Mrs. Hawkins' pipe organ. Maybe we can sell it.
Really? How clever. How does it work?
Well, an organ is really just like a whistle.
A whistle?
No, A whistle. An organ is exactly like a whistle, the kind you blow in. Just as you use your lungs to blow in a whistle, this square box breathes. It's the heart of the organ. In former times, before electricity, assistants used to pump them by hand.
Do tell.
Hey, how about that?
The air stored in this box is released into a particular pipe when the pipe's key and stop are pressed. Touch the key, and a valve inside opens and lets the air through. The whistle we used was far larger than the organ's smallest pipe, and far smaller than the great square wooden pipes that are many, many feet high. It is the size that determines the tone the pipe plays, so there are many pipes to take care of all the keyboards. The short, thin ones are high and clear, and the tall, thick ones are deep. A scale sounds like this. And there's something more. You can get a variety of different versions of the same note. It's like running an orchestra all by yourself. That's why the organ is called the king of instruments.
How remarkable. And what seems to be the trouble with Mrs. Hawkins' pipe organ?
Well, one of the notes is missing. You see? That one.
Hey, I told you I was an inventor, too. Now, I can fix that. Super Chief, come over here. Now, you say, what do you want, Terry, when I say your name? You ready? Here goes. Super Chief. Well, we just ruined a great song.
Which song was that?
The Lost Chord. We found it.
Him like Lord knows. Him say him don't get joke.
Him like Lord knows? I fail to see any resemblance between us. Oh, I'll steal plans to Weisenheimer yet. And the one I make won't be such a fresh guy. Yoo-hoo, nice kiddies. I, Belly Laguna, have a surprise for you.
Oh, hello, Mr. Laguna. Come on in.
Well, here comes trouble.
Terry.
I wonder what's the surprise.
I have something for you to use to put on a funny company rodeo.
I'll bet it's a bum steer.
No, wise guy, it's a fine horse. Quiet, Silver Bullet.
Gee, we wouldn't know how to have a rodeo, Mr. Laguna. That could be dangerous. We'd need a lot of training.
Nonsense. We'll train horse to fake it for you.
For a while there, I thought he was going straight.
Please, Weisenheimer, no battle of wits today.
It would be unfair. You're unarmed.
I'm not myself today.
I noticed an improvement.
Do you mean we could train a horse to look like he was a bunking bronco from a rodeo?
Why not? Oh, come, old chap. This is nonsensical.
I've heard you can train animals to do all kinds of things. If you start with something they do naturally.
What do you mean, Mary?
Well, like the ducks that play the piano.
One moment, Silver Bullet.
You're kidding, Mary.
No, I've heard that, too. You can train animals like the ducks Mary was telling you about.
Oh, yes. I heard about them, too. And if you look this way, there. I just happen to have a pictorial record of the very same ducks Mary spoke of. You see? A whole flock of them.
And if you start with what they just do best, naturally, you can lead them through the performance of some duty or routine.
These ducks, you know, kind of scoop up corn and other food with their bills. So, the people who trained them slowly changed the how and where they got their food. They lined it up in a row and put it higher than the ground. And the ducks reached for it. Next, the ducks were trained to reach and peck in a row like that, even when there was no food there. And then they were rewarded with the food afterwards when they did it right. And next, the corn was dangled on a string above the ducks, so they do another trick. They quickly learned how to get the corn and pull the string while doing it. And they learned later that by doing the same trick without the corn, they'd be rewarded afterwards. And that's how these ducks learned to play the piano.
You mean he's really going to play that piano?
Listen, isn't that cute?
Hey, if you ask me, he's pretty good.
Oh, boy.
I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it.
By Jove, simply wizard. Coming, Silver Bullet.
Hey, is that a fucking Bronco you got tied out there?
I don't know why.
Well, I was thinking, if it is a bucking Bronco, there's one useful thing we could train him for.
What's that?
Well, we could train him for the forest rangers.
Whatever for?
Well, like Mary says, if we train him to do what comes naturally, we could tie garbage can lids to his feet, and he could stamp out forest fires.
I try everything to be nice to those nasty kids. Even buy horse for them to have rodeo. Got to play on their sympathy. Come, Silver Bullet, we visit Funny Company.
Mr. Laguna, as much as we like the idea, I just don't think it would be a good idea for the funny company to have a rodeo.
What will I do with fine horse, Silver Bullet?
Oh, we didn't ask you to get him.
I know, but I throw myself into everything I do.
Too bad you aren't digging a nice deep well.
Why don't you go blow fuse or something?
Maybe you could sell the horse back again, Mr. Laguna.
No, glue factory, the rancher I bought from is out of business.
What could we do with a horse?
I got it.
What?
Let's get a carriage, and maybe we can hire it out for rides.
Oh, that's no good.
Who'd want a carriage ride anyhow?
Why, that's a splendid idea. The charm and excitement of a carriage ride is a perfectly smashing idea. Like the Central Park carriages.
New York Central Park?
Why, of course. The people in New York simply love to see the town by horse carriage. It's a charming tradition. All the sights and attractions, the buildings.
Ooh, Central Park.
And the fountain in the plaza.
There are all kinds of things that are fun for children in New York. Zoos, playgrounds.
Yeah, and there are skyscrapers.
And rivers that go out to sea.
An excursion boat ride.
An ocean liner.
There are the avenues and the cathedrals. Rockefeller Center.
And sailing boats in the park. And the subway.
And all kinds of fun and amusement parks.
New York. So you see, we could do quite well with a carriage concession in Central Park. Oh, boy, I ask you again, what do I do with Silver Bullet? What would you do if you were in my shoes?
I'd polish them.
Big wise guy, one fine day, Belly Laguna going to pull your main switch.
Well, maybe we can find some place for Silver Bullet to stay or to work.
Meanwhile, I go back to Ritzy Manor. Don't trouble to see me to the door.
It's no trouble. It's a pleasure.
Boy, oh boy, you kids are going to drive me to the grave.
Well, of course. You didn't expect to walk, did you?
Pull the plug, someone. Pull the plug.
You wait out here, Silver Bullet, you little money maker.
We thought we heard you, Lord knows.
Oh, hello, chaps. So nice to see you. I say, what news I have for you. It's about Silver Bullet. I sold him as a featured attraction to a circus chap I met.
You sold him?
Yes, after I bought him for much less from Belly Laguna.
Oh, boy, that's
Reason.
But we must hurry. We must get Silver Bullet down to the railroad yard
the railroad yard.
to get him aboard the circus train which is passing through.
Railroad? Let's take the funny company sidewalk hand car.
Gee, this is exciting.
But children should never go near railroad tracks unless they're with their parents or older friends of the family.
No, we wouldn't do that, Dr. Todd. Listen, the engineer is playing with a train whistle.
Not playing, Polly. He's sending a message that he's coming to a station or a rail crossing. Short toots means there's a cow on the track.
Toot, 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 toot. You mean like that? Cow is on the track. Cow is on the track.
That means they're stopping.
So are we.
You know, we put those whistles to music and dance to it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I say, what?
Polly writes songs, and she has a train song.
How does it go?
It doesn't go. We have to sing it.
Yeah, let's sing it for Don. Listen to the whistle, listen to it blow. Engineer is signaling so everyone will know. Then the bell gives a yell, then it's time for us to go. Hear the engine chugging, setting up the beat. Hear the rails are clicking out a rhythm for a beat. Chug a left, chug a right, back and forth and then repeat. White key, black key, playing in the cracks. Engine slipping on the grate, someone sand the tracks. Boxcar, flat car, brakeman won't care which. Gotta keep on schedule cause they're gonna sell the switch. Doesn't really matter how or when or who. Doesn't matter if you're on the Santa Fe or Sioux. Anyone, anyway, anytime's the time to do. Hear the engine chugging, setting up the beat. Hear the rails are clicking out a rhythm for a beat. Chug a left, chug a right, back and forth and then repeat. Doesn't really matter how or when or who. Doesn't matter if you're on the Santa Fe or Sioux. Anyone, any place, anytime the time to do.
Well, Silver Bullet, there you are. Think of all the interesting animals you'll meet.
Say, those circus horses are pretty spiffy feathers. Look, a pinstripe suit.
Terry, that's a zebra. We'll see you when the circus plays our town, Silver Bullet.
They're leaving. Goodbye, old chap. Stay well.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Silver Bullet.
Bye, Silver Bullet.
Don't take any wooden oats.
Him say engineer used wrong signal.
Oh, he did?
It was Silver Bullet in horse car whistle should be. That be horse on track.
Well, gang, we've done a lot of things to make money for the funny company.
We haven't had any phone orders lately, though.
Well, Mary and Shrinking Violet passed out some more handbills, so we should be hearing something soon.
Hey, anything else we can make to sell?
Super Chief say make some Indian blankets. Him need new one.
We'll leave that to. That's an art all in itself. Too bad you have to throw that blanket away.
Him say him won't. Old Indian saying, waste not, want not.
That's an Indian saying?
You know, if we could get some old cloth, we'd have some fun decorating it and maybe selling little table scarves. If we had some potatoes.
Oh, you're always thinking of your stomach, Mary.
I don't mean to eat the potatoes. I mean to print with them. It's like block printing.
I never thought I'd be playing with blocks at my age.
Terry. How does it work, Mary? First, you need some potatoes and a stamp pad. You know, that you ink rubber stamps on. You can use a table knife, so there's no worry about cutting yourself. Or you could use a spoon. Well, you cut the potato in half. Do it on some newspaper so you won't scratch or dirty the table. You just cut out patterns in the potatoes. You can cut notches in the sides.
Oh, I'll make a whole bunch of notches.
Or you can cut grooves or crosses. Or make crescents out of the potatoes. Whatever design suits your fancy. You can even make letter initials if you want to get into that. But you have to cut them backwards so that they'd read right if you held them in front of a mirror. Then you need some cloth, of course. Old used sheets or some such smooth cotton cloth is best. And then it's nice if you have two colors of ink. Two different stamp pads. Well, you just stamp the potato that you've carved on the pad, and then stamp that on the cloth.
Gee, that sounds like linoleum block printing.
And you just mix the different designs and the colors, so you get a very pretty textile design.
Textile?
That's another word for cloth or material. And when you've finished with your design, maybe you want to cut the edges of the cloth or pull the threads out along the edge so you have a fringed edge. A little doily or scarf for a table or dresser that you made yourself.
Pretty nice.
Oh, my, this is fun. How do you like my textile design?
Oh, beautiful, Dr. Todd.
Hey, look, Mary's cloth looks like she's still thinking about food.
Oh, you.
Yeah, look at this fruit salad.
How do you like mine? What? What? That's the Funny Company flag.
Mine is kind of abstract.
Yeah, so is mine.
It looks weird.
It's beautiful. We ought to call it terry cloth. You get it?
Here.
Well, anything goes in potato printing. It's designing anyhow.
Very funny.
What'd he say?
Him say Terry's cloth look like printed with mashed potatoes.
I don't think that's so funny. I think my work is artistic. Someone will buy it, I think.
And now it's time to go. We hope you liked our show. And we'll be back as quick as 1, 2, 3. And when we meet again, we hope you'll be here then. So now you're in the Funny Company.
The following is a presentation of the Christian Television Network.
Hey, well, I say, I think I'm ready for those little stingers.